I've just driven 10.5 hours because of one of you. Every Sunday I'm putting up an Instagram story where you can suggest what I shoot for the week ahead. And then on Monday at 7:30 PM UK time, it will go live on YouTube. Now Ryan here is the one that suggested that I go and try one colour photography, and he chose red. So I'm here in Edinburgh, I'm going to go out, shoot some street photography, focusing on the colour red, and seeing how it goes. The camera system that I'm using for this first challenge is this, which is the Fujifilm X100v, and it's a camera system that I've never used. So I'm in a city that I've never been to, camera I've never used, doing a challenge that I've never done. We'll see how it goes. There is a lot of red around actually. There's red down here, there's red up here, so there's actually a lot more red than I thought there was going to be, which means they should turn out pretty good. One of the things Ryan said when he put through the suggestion was no editing. So that was actually one of the deciding points on the Fujifilm X100v, because it means that I can just use the film simulations and just take JPEGs. And all I have to do is focus on trying to find those red subjects, which hopefully won't be all that difficult. Maybe speaking too soon. There's a lot of red shop fronts, so I think that's going to be a nice way of working with it. The idea of this concept is that it forces you to focus on a specific color, meaning that it focuses on your framing, your composition, and it makes you think more about the shots you're trying to get. So we've got this really cool blue, red truck here where people are loading stuff in and out of it. Another thing I'll say is when you start focusing on one thing specifically, that could be anything. It could be a type of sport, it could be on a car, a specific car, or a certain subject, or a specific color. What you end up finding is that you see that color everywhere, or you see that subject, that thing everywhere. So because I'm thinking about red, that's all I'm seeing at the moment. It's actually quite impressive, because normally I'd just be walking down here going, oh, what should I shoot? What should I be looking for? But now that I'm specifically looking at red, it's all over the place. It's actually such a good challenge. And what I want you guys to do is, when I set these challenges each week, if you can, head out and try and do the same challenge. So I want you to go out and see if you can take some photos of red, this week. Are we going to class these chairs as red? Are these red? I don't know. They could be. I think they kind of are, but maybe the contrast between the red and the yellow, it's quite a nice frame actually. How can I make that better? What if I shoot through the building? If you shoot through the window, can you see the red on the other side? Yeah, you actually kind of can. Yes, that's cool. Alright. And for those that want to know, the way that I'm shooting today is I've got it in aperture priority. So I've got it at f2, which I'm going to change around as I'm going around. I had that at f2 because I wanted the subject focus to be on the chairs going through the window, which actually turned out pretty cool, very minimalistic. But I like it very much. Well, this is a whole different type of photography for me. But that's what these challenges are about. It's been a very long time since I've been excited to go out and take photos. Look at this, 2 red bins. Lady's going to walk in through the middle. Come on. Did I get that? Oh, kind of. I think I could probably punch in a little bit closer so the red is more dominant. Hey, you know what? It's kind of cool, but I think I might go the other way just to get rid of the white writing, and then on the other side we've got a nice black door. It's not bad, that's alright, that's pretty good. Definitely not going to win any awards, but I think that was a good shout. What could work even better? There's someone walking through with a red top. Are you mad? Are you joking? Go on. Go on. Ah, no. Exposure was wrong. Was that wrong? Kind of was a bit, but... No, it's okay. It's okay. This is about challenging, learning, doing different things. And already... I'm enjoying this a lot more than I actually typically would when I go out and shoot street, because it's forcing me to look at different things differently. Now, what I'm trying to do is capture all types of red. So the chairs, I think, were on the border. They were more like a burgundy colour, but that being said, still a red, and I think still passable. See, this would be a cool shot. This is what I'd normally be looking at, but there's no red, so I can't take that shot. There's a very small red door on the other side. Maybe we can get someone framed up nicely with that red door. Now, earlier on when I drove into Edinburgh, I did see a really cool it's nice, it's a nice shot, but I think one person would have been better. Let's just cross quickly. When I drove in earlier on, I did see a pretty cool red stand. So I'm going to go on a bit of a mission to try and find it, hopefully find that red stand. Maybe an opportunity, maybe. See, if I was shooting yellow, that would be a cool shot. Just walking down this really quiet street. And there's this old school Saab, which I actually think looks pretty cool, so we're going to get a nice shot of this. Really nice if someone walked out of that door as I took the shot, but very much doubt that's going to happen. Thinking, I mean, they're not open, but this red is really nice. So let's just change the settings a little bit. I might be able to get a bit of a double exposure if I can get the okay, that's quite cool. So I've got the red lampshade on the left, and then I've got people passing through the frame on the right. Okay, I think I just saw a really cool shot of a tiny little car. Alright, well that's different. It's actually a tiny little truck. Look how cute that is. Definitely is cool. I'm happy with that find, that's really cool. We've got a splash of blue in there as well. So think okay, so this on its own is actually quite a nice frame. I was hoping to get somebody walking from left to right because it might add a bit of extra spice to the image, but we might have someone now. Go on, please. Sorry. No, you're right, it's okay. The blue that's in the frame. Do you know what I'm telling you? Once you start looking for certain specific colours, the reason I'm enjoying this challenge so much is because it's forcing me to look at things I might not necessarily look at and potentially walk past. Like that frame that you can see on the screen is, I think it tells a story. It's very cool, it's very hidden, it's a nice shot, it tells more of a story, and I think having this in mind, it does force you to look at more stories rather than just taking photos as you're walking around the street, which is obviously something that I do quite a lot of. And I think by doing something like this, again, I think you all should go out and try and do this, because it makes you be more specific about your shots and have a bit more purpose about when you're trying to take photos, because you're looking for something specific in those frames. Come into the train station. Well, I'm walking through the train station as a bit of a cut through, and what I'm going to do while I'm in here, if I see anything red at all, I'm just going to point and shoot. Let's just make sure we've got the right settings. What about in here? Do we have anything going on in here? Maybe? Probably not. Ooh. Quite a nice frame, which you've got. It's kind of like a bit of symmetry with these two. You've got light colour red, so that's actually worked out very nice. I mean, that class is surely okay, so I think if I can get the settings all nice, might be quite difficult to do, but with red hair I think that kind of works. I think the red with the two like red sides, getting in people's way now, but sorry. There's a really lovely frame over here. I'm gonna wait, because if I get somebody in like a red jacket walking through that, I think it will be really nice. Okay, so I'm still waiting here. I know that there's staff that work in Edinburgh station that have red jackets on. There's one of them walking towards me now, and he seems to be walking with a bit of purpose, and hopefully I've just missed one. Too busy talking about him, and I've just missed him walking through. Sod's law, and the other one's not going to go through, is he? Okay, well I'm getting that shot because I'm not going to get another shot. Okay, so I just moved. I was up there taking the nice shadow shot with waiting for the red to go through, but unfortunately I missed my chance. The thing is, I'm literally just stood on the stairs. As you can see, I'm just stood here. I'm just waiting on the stairs. It's very random. So when people walk past, they're probably very weirded out because I'm just stood here, camera in hand, talking to myself on the stairs, not moving. That's a nice shot. I mean, it'd be nice if he walked up the stairs, but unfortunately not. Oh, go on, change your mind, come back. No. I think that's it. The kiosk that I saw earlier is actually up here. Yes. Okay, that was like 99.5% luck. And a bit of just walking around and trying to find some places. But there's also this the City Art Centre. Trying to get run over. Go on, go in there, go in there, go in there, go in there. I think, to be honest, most of my life is spent trying to will random strangers to do things that I want them to do for my photos. It never works, so if ever you thought about trying to do it, there's not all that much point, because it doesn't really work out. It's a better frame. There's more red in that. It's actually divided up a little bit better in terms of composition, anyway. It's a really nice coffee stand. Someone walking up as well, which might be a bit nicer. Let's have a look. Yeah, alright. happy with that. That's cool. As I got here, I just got, oh, stay there, stay there, stay there. Yeah, boy, sick. Did I get him in a good stance? Yes. Okay, done. Sick. So this is the first time using the X100VI, and I can say safely it is a very capable camera. The upgrade from the X100V is that you have more megapixels, you've got the in-body stabilization, which obviously helps for those that want to use this as a little bit of a video camera as well as trying to take some more handheld slow shutter shots. That being said, there's not much else that's different between this and the X100V, but I will say I'm going to do an entire video about it, and my first thoughts are I love it and I might get one. So being that this is the first challenge that I'm doing, I'm kind of still working out the format and the best way to showcase what I'm doing. I will say if you do want to go out and try these challenges each week, I do suggest it, and then you can use the hashtag Optical Wonder to show me what you've gone out and created. I think especially the single color photography, or going out with a specific color in mind, is really good because it allows you to frame things differently and think about composition rather than going out without really a plan, which is what I do a lot of the time. I typically go out, walk around a city and try to capture things as I go, which it does work, as you've seen in my other videos. I think it definitely is a way of doing it, but if you go out with a specific challenge or idea in mind, you could potentially walk away with something a little bit more purposeful, which I've already said. Thank you again to Ryan. His Instagram is here. If you do want to get your Instagram featured in this spot right here, then you can go ahead onto my stories whenever I upload the story, which is every Sunday. I'm going to upload a story where you can suggest to me what I'm going to do for the next week. And if I choose your challenge, then you will also get a position here. So shout out to Ryan. Thank you very much for picking this. He said he's tried it himself before and found it a little bit difficult and can be challenging, which is why I was straight on it. I was like, it's a good idea. I think the more we try to challenge ourselves as creators, the more that we're going to get out of photography. It's very easy to sit in this safe space of what we know and what we enjoy doing, but it's when we venture outside of those safety nets that we actually get to create something a little bit different, a little bit more fun, and we actually realize it's not that difficult. Today has been about street photography, but going forward it doesn't have to be about street. It could be sport, it could be underwater, it could be travel, it could be documentary style, it could be anything, any type of photography or any type of anything. Suggestions, go crazy, and as these videos go on, depending on how well they do, they will get more and more difficult and more challenging. Starting off slow in a new city that I've never been to, with a new camera that I've never shot with, doing a new type of photography that I've never done. I've enjoyed it, it's gone really well. I hope you have too. If you want to see more of these, they're going to be uploading every Monday at 7:30. Subscribe, notification bells so you get notified when they do upload. I will also be uploading other videos. For example, I'm going to be going out with my Leica Q2 here in Edinburgh and getting some different shots, not just focusing on colour. So if you want to see that, then obviously they'll be uploaded whenever they're ready. Challenges every Sunday over on my Instagram stories, and every Monday at 7:30 they will be uploaded to YouTube. With all that being said, create more, stress less. I hope you've enjoyed this video because I've enjoyed shooting it, because it's got me out of my comfort zone. Thank you, Ryan. Go and follow Ryan. Thank you. I'll also link him in description. Ryan, description. Thank you.